Morning, Jack. See the ragged arm was up with the lark then?
Aye. Knocking on the door at first light, wanted to borrow cups of sugar and use the toilet.
Hey, they're only trying to help.
They'd help a lot more, love, if they learn to close some gates behind them.
Better check the sheep haven't got out.
Yeah.
Don't worry, Rachel. Jack does appreciate what's being done. He's just got a funny way of showing it.
But we've got to stick together. It's the only way to stop the Tates.
You certainly left Chris in no doubt where you stand on that.
Well, we really have finished this time. I only wish I'd faced up to it sooner. And there might have been a chance for me and Steve.
And what you going to do about that? You can't keep ringing in sick.
I don't know. I can't face seeing him and Tina Dingle all over each other.
Well, maybe you need that job more than ever now. You should go and pay him a visit. I'll mind Joseph for you.
I'm glad Betty's on the mend. I suppose she'll have to take things easy for a while, though.
Yeah.
Tell her she's not to worry about any of the wedding preparations, because Mum's going to handle everything till she gets better.
Look,
you know,
Linda,
I think they're just as excited about it as we are.
we might have to put the wedding off.
What?
Frank's given me a month's notice.
You mean he sacked you?
I guess it was my fault. I just got angry about what happened to Betty. I guess this just goes to prove that you can't tell Frank he's in the wrong.
Yeah, well, I've got a few things to say to him myself. He can't go on treating people like this.
Look, leave it, Linda. You're just going to make things worse. You work for a Tate too, remember?
Yeah, well, Zoe's not like the rest of them. I'm sure she'll want to help. You'll find another job, Biff. You've got to. We can't get by on what I earn.
Yeah, but it's not just the money, is it? It's this place.
Hi, Vic. You got any paper plates?
Missing Betty, are we?
It's getting out to see over a pile of dirty washing.
Oh, I've got some party ones in the back if you don't mind little clowns all over them.
No.
Right.
Has Tom said anything to Vic?
No, not yet, but I'm sure it's only a matter of time.
Glad I caught you two together. I was hoping to persuade you to come to the protest tonight. After what happened to Betty, I think it would be good to have the church action group there as neutral observers.
No, sorry, I'm working.
And I've got the kids to think of.
Can I have a lift to school, please, Mr. Bainbridge?
Yeah, of course you can, Kelly. I hope you two will try and come tonight.
Bye.
I've never seen her so keen to get to school.
No.
There you are. I hope you're not running out of glasses at that pub of yours.
No, I've got a machine for them.
Good. We'll have a little drink later. You can tell me all about your lad's night out. Bet you had a great time, eh?
He can't sack you for having an opinion.
He already has done, Seth. It's going to be Christmas on Dole Queue for me.
Yeah, and I'll have to move back home. There's no way we could go ahead with the wedding with no money and nowhere to live.
Sure, Jan and Ned'll take you both in.
Oh, we always said we didn't want to start as marriage like that.
There must be something we can do.
Suppose I could always try my celebrated knee dance.
What, apologise to Frank? Why should you? It's him who's it wrong.
Yeah, well, I doubt whether it's going to do any good. I reckon this is supposed to be an example to the rest of you, Seth. Just goes to show what Frank's like if you cross him.
It's time somebody taught him a lesson. Just wait while Betty gets out of hospital. She'll have a few ideas.
We'd rather you didn't tell her yet, Seth. She's got enough on her plate, just getting better.
Yeah. Look, come on. Let's get to work while we've still got a job to go to, eh?
I've still got a job to go to. And at least you've got a month to find another.
Yeah, well, maybe it wouldn't be so bad if Frank didn't own half the county. Look what happened to Dave.
Type to expect some loyalty from my own staff.
Shame you can't just sack your wives when they talk back.
Hard when you don't do any work in the first place.
Ah, that's what you employed a nanny for. I'm off to the gym. Perhaps I'll see Rachel down there. She'll need to keep fit to fight the good fight.
You better get Rachel sorted out before she gets like that.
Not sure there's much point. As far as she's concerned, the marriage is over.
She said that before, but she still came back. Remember your first wife. Divorce is an expensive habit.
Wouldn't it be easier to buy a bottle of washing-up liquid?
Oh, I haven't seen you put your penny on.
Well, I was busy yesterday. Your day off, remember?
Oh, I'm surprised you're busy, considering that you barred half our customers.
Well, that was a question of principle.
Well, you won't mind me having tonight off, then? Church action groups wanted at protest as neutral observers.
Out of the question.
What happened to principles?
The most important principle in life is to fulfill your obligations. You have a job here. You've had far too much time off lately.
Well, it's not my fault that we're short-staffed.
What is it, Seth? Couldn't you wait till opening time?
I'm on a mission of mercy.
Oh, I'll get the St Bernard loaded up, then.
Frank Tate's giving Biff his notice for speaking his mind about this quarry business.
this is beginning to divide the village.
I'd speak up for him myself, only Moot Frankton he'd probably sack me and all.
I know everyone's going to tell us we've got to postpone the wedding.
Well, that might not be such a bad idea. He's still very young and it will give you a chance to save. I'm sure he'll get another job soon.
I'm just worried this could be the last straw for him. He stood by me through everything. Danny, the abortion, and then me telling him he's got to wait till we're married. He might just decide it's not worth it anymore.
He won't. He loves you.
Yeah, but it's not fair. How can one man have so much power over everyone in the village? I know he's your dad, Zoe, but you've got to see it's not right.
I have given up trying to defend my father when he gets like this. I just stay out of home farm business.
Yeah, well, we don't have that choice. We're not Tates.
I still get caught in the crossfire. Why do you think Kim's suing me? It's all part of their war.
Yeah, but you still know that whatever happens, you've got Tate money to fall back on. Frank won't let anything happen to you. Me and Biff have only got each other.
I hope them protesters don't give us any grief tonight. I could do with getting my head down. I'm knackered.
Not the protesters you want to worry about tonight. It's Halloween.
You don't believe in all that?
You would, if you'd seen the things I have.
What do you mean, Dad?
They do say the ghost of Josiah Dingle still wanders the Dales. More than 300 years after his death.
How did he die?
It was in the Great Storm of 1664. Every house, bar one, in the old village of Runswick went crashing into the sea.
So he drowned then?
No, he was on the beach a week later, looting corpses. Got drunk, fell into a ditch and broke his neck. And nothing angers his spirit more than the sight of freshly dug earth.
I'll pay you lot for lazing about.
We're just on our break. There's no sign of any trouble.
And no sign of you being ready for it when there is.
Get off your backsides, go over every inch of this place, work out the weakness in our defences and do something about it.
I'd really like to help Linda. I'm not sure what I can do.
Tell him to give Biff his job back. He'd do it for you.
I doubt it. He's a very stubborn man and nothing hardens his resolve more than being told that he's wrong.
You're still a shareholder in Home Farm, aren't you?
I'm a company director. On paper, anyway.
Well, then that means he's got to consult you on things.
Yeah, right. My father's idea of consultation is to make sure that everyone else says yes.
Well, then maybe you should join the rest of us and say no.
Hey, Jack, has he told you? Thanks, love. Doctor said all being well, I can go home tomorrow.
That's the best news I've had in ages. I feel like it's my fault you ended up in here.
Now, we all know who's to blame, Jack, and it certainly ain't you.
Too true. I went on that protest because I was on your side, Jack, and I shall be back there again when I'm fit enough.
Oh, no, you won't. Doctor says you have to take it easy. There's plenty of young ones waiting to take your place.
Happen Frank Tate's bitten off more than he can chew for once.
No, I just wish it didn't have to be like this. I never wanted a fight. I never wanted anyone to get hurt. All I ever wanted was to be left in peace to farm my own land.
Thanks for coming in, Frank.
I was curious. I wanted to see if I was barred as well as my security men.
Well, no offence meant. It just seemed the best way to diffuse the situation.
Well, I've probably done us a favour. Help them keep their minds on the job instead of boozing.
It wasn't that I wanted to talk to you about. It was Biff.
What's that got to do with you?
Well, I happen to think the quarry will be good for the village. It'll bring in jobs and money, but there are a lot of people who don't feel that way, and I do think they're entitled to their opinions.
My staff can think what they like, as long as they don't start telling me how to do my job.
But Biff and Linda are getting married in a few months.
He should have thought about that before mouthing off.
Well, that sort of attitude's not going to make you very popular in the village. And remember what happened when you tried to evict the Dingles?
I don't give a damn what they think about me. I just want to do the job. And I'm certainly not going to take business advice from someone who's turning away customers when he's hardly got any.
I'm glad you've looked in. I've been meaning to have a word with you.
Oh, about the Church Action Group?
No, about me and Viv. No, have that on me.
Cheers.
No, it's just that, well, I wouldn't want you to get the wrong idea about seeing us together the other day.
I just thought you were two friends having a drink, that's all.
That's right. But it might be better if you didn't mention it to Vic.
Perhaps it'd be best if I forgot I ever saw you.
Champion.
I'm sorry if I'm interrupting something. I just came round to say that I was ready to start back at work now.
I see.
I was surprised to hear that you were ill, Rachel. You seemed healthy enough in the protest line.
Seeing your family amongst the security thugs confirmed that I was on the right side of it.
I doubt if your boss would agree with you. Steve, I need you to sign these quarry investment papers for Frank. You should get a good return on your money, actually. He's expecting to get those crummy protesters shifted any day now. I expect you'll miss them, Rachel. You've shared headlights for so long. See you in the Woolpack tonight.
See you later.
She really is a poisonous little cow.
I'm not interested in your opinion of Tina.
Well, that doesn't surprise me. She's obviously got other talents that appeal to you.
My personal life is none of your business. I gave you a job here and you repay me by lying about being ill. And now you think you just walk straight back in when it suits you. I don't need a rich, bored housewife, so you can just forget it. It was my fault as well, you know. I should never have asked you to work here.
I was enjoying it.
It may be, but we both know I didn't have the best motives. I was hoping when Faye left, things would go back to how they were. Should have realised I missed my chance. You've got your own family now. You and Chris are never going to split up.
That's what I came to tell you the other night. I've left him. Bad timing, eh?
Oh, we do seem to make a habit out of it.
Well, I'm sure you and Tina will be really happy. At least she's got no strings attached.
Rachel.
What?
The job's still yours if you want it.
Still barred from the Woolpack, then?
We're not bothered. This'll see us through the night.
Perhaps we should order a bit extra, in case our Josiah shows up.
The ghost drink lager? I'd have thought blood were more his typical.
Well, I'm not feeling so good. Maybe it's better if I stay home tonight.
Don't be such a wimp, we're only kidding.
I thought he'd taken a leaf out of Mr. Turner's book and barred this lot.
No need for that, love. I can be really nice once you get to know me. Maybe we should get together sometime and I'll prove it to you.
Yeah, well, I wouldn't touch you if you were the last bloke on earth.
Playing hard to get, eh? Where's all the available crumpet in this village?
Well, there's always my lovely wife. I've been trying to get shot of her for years. Only joking, love.
Bit late in the day for you to start taking an interest in the business, isn't it?
I'm starting to feel like I don't have any choice.
The quarry's a sound business proposition.
Maybe. But the way you two are handling it's got more to do with keeping up the macho image than business sense.
What are you talking about?
You're hitting out at everyone because your wives have given you a bad time. If you can't win in the bedroom, you have to prove how ruthless you are in the boardroom.
Well, perhaps that's got something to do with your little outburst as Susie left your bedroom.
Arguing amongst ourselves isn't going to help anyone. It's just another deal. OK, so maybe it could have been handled better.
Well, start putting things right by giving Biff his job back.
Making concessions now will be seen as a sign of weakness.
Biff and Linda are just a couple of love-struck kids. We don't need to ruin their lives.
Seems like old times listening to you two squabbling in here.
Yeah, but the final decision's yours, Dad. Same as it always was.
So, what are you going to do?
I'll think about it.
Bessie's looking a lot better.
Oh, that's a relief.
What's going on?
I managed to get a couple of interviews with local telly and radio. A couple of MPs might turn up.
Well, don't you think you should have talked to me about all this first?
Jack, we've got to learn to use the media, like the opposition do. Publicity is the key to winning these battles.
I mean, I'm just new to this area, but I could see as soon as I arrived it's the sort of issue we should all be involved in.
Mr. Bainbridge talks to us a lot about environmental issues at school.
Education is about the world we all live in, so it's up to us to protect it.
Right, I'm just going to round up the children.
What for?
The man from the Courier thinks it'd be a good idea if we had a picture of all of us, particularly the children, on the protest line.
I think we need to talk.
I mean, Zoe, she means well, but she always lets her heart rule her head.
Oh, I don't know. Maybe I was a bit hasty.
Well, don't waste time worrying about it. You should concentrate all your energies on finishing off this protest. Let me deal with the Biff situation.
I don't think that's what Zoe had in mind.
Listen, I'm used to sorting out staff problems. She isn't. And you know I've always got the company's best interests at heart.
Oh, how's he been?
Good as gold. Do you want to take him for a while?
No, I've still got a lot of work to do. Come on, Chris.
Daddy and Big Brother are busy putting down another native uprising.
What was all that about?
The Tate Empire. Little James's inheritance. All this'll be his one day. That's what I bred him for.
He's a bit young to worry about that sort of thing.
Oh, don't you believe it. Frank will probably start his training any day now. Probably smear his forehead with the blood of a worker so as he gets the scent of power.
I never meant it to be like this, Sarah. I just wanted to protect our farm.
I know.
Never meant it to turn into some sort of political protest.
I doubt Frank Tate did either. Not good for the image.
Then maybe I ought to go and talk to him.
How did you get in here?
This is home farm property. I was just assessing the potential for the next tenants.
Yeah, well, Biff's got a month's notice. We don't have to leave till then.
Well, I have to get on with the advertising. Business is business.
That's all you care about, isn't it? If we lose this place, we won't be able to get married.
I thought a pretty girl like you could do better than throwing yourself away on a farmhand. Mistake you made with Danny Weir was getting pregnant.
Get out of my house.
My house. Unless you can convince me to change Dad's mind.
Look, Biff will be back in a minute. Maybe you should talk to him about this.
I don't need to. He only wants the same thing as me. Just thinks he can buy it by promising you a wedding ring.
It's not like that between me and Biff. He respects me. He's happy to wait till I'm ready.
But if that's what you want, I could make sure he gets his job back. And your wedding goes ahead as planned. All you have to do is be nice to me.
Does your father know you're here?
No. This is our little secret, Linda. Now, if you were to mention it to anyone, then I'd have to say that it was all your idea, and that really would ruin Biff's chances.
You disgust me.
Sophie, baby's crying. Sophie! God, they ought to issue babies with the remote on-off switch. You're not going to be ignored, are you? Guess I got to admire you for that, haven't I?
Sorry, Mrs. Tate. I was just getting his bottle. Shall I take him now? Here we are. Good boy.
Looks like it's back to the job ads for me.
Betty comes out of hospital tomorrow. I suppose we'd better tell her now before somebody else does.
Thought you'd stood me up.
Yeah, sorry, I had a lot of work piling up.
You need more staff, you do. Well, at least you can get a decent PA. Now you got shot of that Rachel.
I'm thinking of giving her another chance.
Big mistake. She's not reliable, Steve. And she's bound to cause trouble for me and you.
Yeah, well, I've had a word about that. It won't be a problem.
You are joking. She's obviously as jealous as hell. But then maybe you're having second thoughts about us, too.
Oh, don't be ridiculous. Look, Rachel's an old friend. You're a lot more than that.
Been no trouble today?
Not yet. I think the protesters have been too busy priming the media circus.
A few quiet hints about advertising revenue should lessen the impact of that. Did it work last time?
My guess is they'll try and pull some sort of stunt tonight. The workmen will have gone home by now, so they'll only have our security staff to deal with.
It might improve our image if we could avoid beating up any more old ladies.
Don't worry. They've been well briefed. I'm going up there now to supervise the night shift.
What do you want?
To talk.
It's looking a bit late for that, Jack.
It's always worth a try.
OK. Let's go through to the house. I'll catch up with you later, Charlie.
Right, Butch. You wait, well, round about here, eh? Any sign of trouble, just call me on the walkie-talkie. You're not leaving me on my own, are you? Eh? What are you worried about? You're not likely to come this way. But it's Halloween. Oh, that's no problem. Not everyone can see ghosts, you know. No, you have to be psychic. I don't want to see them. Well, it's usually sensitive people that have got the gift. Thick billet like you, you'll be safe enough. Aye. Probably hundreds of ghosts here right now. You wouldn't realise it. Dad? Is that you, Dad? Dad, get here quick. Hey, huh? I've just seen one. Hey? Well, don't get your knickers in a twist. One protester can't do much. No, a ghost. Can't see a thing.
I've come for you, Butch Dingle.
You must have heard that. Might have been an owl or something.
You will return with me.
Dad!
Amazing what you can do with the sheet, isn't it?
What on earth are they up to now?
I don't know, but I think all the beer they've downed might have something to do with it.
That is the kind of discipline I'd expect from hired thugs. They carry on drinking like that, be able to take over the whole site by morning.
I hope you haven't come here to give me some sob story about Biff and Betty, because I've heard it all before. The way I see it, it's your stupid protest that's to blame, not me.
I haven't come to blame anyone.
I've got the law on my side, Jack. Everything I'm doing is within my rights. And we can test that out in court, if you like.
I haven't got the money to play those sort of games, Frank. Now, you can afford any lawyer you want, and even if you lost, you'd take it to appeal.
So you must know that I'm going to win in the end. The pity is a lot of people are going to get hurt along the way. Chris and Rachel have already split up. Betty's in hospital.
I know all that, Frank.
What are you going to do? Wait until someone gets killed before you see the writings on the wall?
No! I've come to tell you the fight's over. If your offer for Emmerdale Farm's still open, Sarah and me are ready to take it.